Hello, AIM community. Hope you all are doing well. Obviously, I wish we could be together in person. That's always a little more fun, but we'll have to make do with this online event instead. So, imagine you were to live your entire life in an overcrowded, stuffy room where you can barely breathe. It's so crowded that you sometimes get sick, so crowded that you sometimes die. At the end of your life, if you make it that far, you're forced to suffocate to death. But it won't be an easy death. It won't take you just a couple minutes. It will take you over an hour of slowly suffocating. This unfortunately isn't rare. Rather, it's a norm for many of the 100 billion farm fishes around the world today. It's a reality that groups like my organization, Fish Welfare Initiative, and our good friends at Scale Welfare are working to address. So how do we do this? At Fish Welfare Initiative, we work to A, develop cost-effective welfare interventions, and B, implement those interventions at scale. Most of our work occurs here in India, where we have a local team now of about 20 people, though we've also this year launched a team in China as well. In India, our work is split into two main program areas. I'll talk about each in turn. The first area is implementation. And you can see a lovely picture of my colleague Ravi Teja here collecting a sample at a farm with this. So here, as we implement our programs, our staff visit about 12 farms every day to work with farmers to keep stocking densities low and to improve water quality. So we have the farms being less crowded and having the fish at better water quality so they can breathe better. Now, while there's a limit on what we can ask for, right? Farmers are generally compliant with what we do ask, as they see us as helping them avoid the risks of disease and mortality. Currently, we work with about 182 active farms in this program, and we estimate that it's improved the lives of over 4 million fishes in the 4 years of operation. The second area of our work is research and development. Research focused on developing new interventions, on developing new ways of becoming more impactful. That's one limitation, right, of our current farm program, that the scalability is not super great. We have to go to every farm individually. But what if instead of doing that, we could identify issues remotely? That's the idea behind our satellite imagery project, where we're getting images like this from publicly available satellites and trying to correlate different types of images with different types of water quality, different levels of ammonia, oxygen, etc. If successful, and success certainly is not guaranteed, but if successful, this would enable us to perhaps reach not just 12 farms a day, but maybe 120 farms a day or more, significantly increasing our scalability and thus our cost effectiveness. So, normally you talk about how you guys can help us, right? But fortunately, we don't have any big bottlenecks at the moment that can be addressed with external support. We're fortunate, for instance, to currently not have a funding gap, and we don't really have open roles now for non-Indians. So I wanted to instead talk about how we could potentially help any of you. And there's two ways here, right? The first is advice. So I think we're pretty good at giving advice on how to develop farm fish welfare programs in lower and middle income countries. And I think generally good at giving advice about how to build from zero to the size of a mid-sized organization, because we're about 30 people now in total. I think we could also have useful advice to give to grant makers who are interested in the area as well, independent of FWI, though obviously we have our own bias towards our own type of approach. And the second area we can maybe help you is hosting you. So we'd love for anyone in the community to come visit us at our site in India. Anyone watching this, you're welcome to come visit. The Scale Welfare team visited us earlier this year, and we think it was useful for them. So if you're interested in this and seeing what it's like to run on-the-ground interventions, feel free to show up, and we'd love to host you. So that's everything. My email's right here. And as always, thank you for all you do to make our world a better place.